Hello everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing another Amonkhet Intermediate Swiss Draft League. If you like the content on this channel, please like and subscribe to the videos. And we also, you should be getting another video today from Sam Rubin as well, so a double dose of Amonkhet drafts. Okay, so we got Scattered Groves, which I don't believe is worth that much. I don't think any of these lands are particularly high value, right? That one's a ticket. Okay. Blood Rage Brawler, very good beater. It's also an enabler because it's the discard. Definitely an all-in aggro card. We have the Edifice Authority, colorless. Pretty good card, though. You can turn off attackers for a pretty cheap cost and then eventually turn off an attacker and a blocker. Nest of Scarabs, cool card. The Cartouche of Strength, a green fight card. I might like the Cartouche the most, just solid green removal. But the Brawler is so cheap and efficient. This is kind of tough. I think I'm going to go with the Cartouche. And the reason is because it's a fight spell. It's a pretty good one. It actually buffs for the fighting too. So, yeah, the 2-drop 4/3 is also really good. So here I can take the Sheffet Monitor. We have Ruthless Sniper. Those cards really strong. This card can just destroy people. I actually think the Ruthless Sniper might be just better than Monitor. Like, Monitor is good value, but Sniper just kills things. And you just get surprised. Yeah, I think Sniper just might be the pick here. So we'll take the Sniper. I think it's got to be the most powerful thing. Like, I took the Faith of the Devoted over it, and thinking about it, Sniper just might be better. Like, it can't win the game the same way that Faith of the Devoted can, just by, you know, no interaction on the board, but Sniper just interacts hard on the board, but really doesn't, like, win the game on its own, if that makes sense. It's not doing the killing. So what does, oh, this makes some warriors, and then, oh yeah, wait, this card's good. That's right. Yeah, I think we want this. This card is pretty sweet. Oh, you have to sack a creature. I see. I think it's still fine. So there's Greater Sandworms, Dissenters, Deliverance. Maybe we just want the Sandworm. There's also Stinging Shot and Miasmic Mummy. Remember, the Mummy works with the Sniper as well. Maybe I would prefer the Sandworm, though. I haven't really played with the Mummy yet. There's another Cartouche as well. I'm trying to think how much I like this card. I might like it quite a bit, actually. Problem with this is if you can't play the top end, you can't play the second part. But that is pretty solid removal. I'm going to take it. This card's really good. So now we have Unburden, Benefaction, Deliverance. We also have Embalmer's Tools. I might just want the Unburden. There's a Fan Bearer too, so maybe black-white, but that's more of a zombie build. Not that I have a big problem with that. I mean, I can do it at some point. But I think the Cartouche should... I mean, I definitely want to play a Sniper. I think I'm most excited about the Sniper. So it might just be Unburden. I do think the Fan Bearer is pretty good, though. Keeping something tapped. But then what? Am I just maybe trying to splash green? I'm going to take the Unburden just because I know it's a good card and it cycles colorlessly. Okay, so now Miasmic Mummy, which is a zombie. Watches the Dead. Dissenter's Deliverance. Pitiless Vizier. Sparring Mummy. Sacred Cat. I think we just go with the Mummy here. Because it still works with Sniper. I don't know how I feel about the Mummy, though. I feel like you can get your opponent pretty good. And I guess it kind of sets up our start and finish a little bit. We'll take the Mummy. Okay. So seeing some late pretty good white cards. We could take the Gift of Paradise, though, too. True Heart Duelist. I mean, pretty good white cards here. Like, I could just take the Fan Bearer. It keeps things tapped. And what? Go black, white. I mean, I guess I would prefer to not go black, white. Not that it's bad, it's just... I'm going to take the Gift of Paradise. I'm going to keep my options a little more open on splashing and stuff. Well, I mean, we are getting the zombie here. There's also Spidery Grasp, Cartouche of Solidarity, Inokhetra's Name. I mean, I could just take the Wayward Servant, start to pursue the zombie deck. I did pass a couple of those Fan Bearers. Otherwise, Painful Lesson is good along cards like Gift of Paradise where you're ramping and then you get extra card advantage. Guess I'll take the Servant since it got so late. Okay. So Impeccable Timing, some white removal. We can take the Doomed Dissenter. There's an Evolving Wilds. This can embalm back into a zombie for the Servant. So what do we want? Maybe Impeccable Timing. Seems like it's pretty reasonable removal in this format. I guess it hasn't come up a ton. This fits in more with the zombie theme, I guess, but I'm going to take the Impeccable Timing, I think. Okay, so we can take the Scorpion now over the Benefaction. And the Vizier. And the Mighty Leap. I'm okay with that. Okay, more mummies. We can take the Doomed Dissenter instead. So the Mummy has better synergy with the Sniper, but they both have synergy with the Servant, right? Maybe just for diversity's sake, we take the Doomed Dissenter. Green, which I could still splash at least too, can interact positively with this card. With the put the counters on card. Alright, we'll take another Mummy. Alright, Embalmer's Tools. Alright, I mean, it seems like we're supposed to be doing, yeah, looks like we're supposed to be doing the zombie deck. So, I'll allow it. So, black-white zombies. I guess I could have a couple Fan Bearers. As of now, we have a couple removal spells, right? We have the Timing and the Start to Finish. This lets you steal something from their hand. We have the Zombie Bat here. The Cartouche of Solidarity again. Unwavering Initiate's pretty good. It embalms too. It might even just be better than the Bat because of that. You can bring it back and then it works with the Servant. And a 3-mana 3/2 Vigilance is really not bad either. Here's Shed Weakness in white still. I think we'll just take, or in green rather. Let's just take the Initiate. Kind of makes sense to me for this deck. Vizier of Remedies. Huh. Some good synergies with the black cards that we may or may not play. Some good red in here. We can take the Blighted Bat. It flies. It's a zombie. Winged Shepherd. Also not bad. It's got cycling. I think we'll just take the Bat now. Alright. We have a decent zombie count right now, right? Guess that's not a zombie. This is, though. We have like 7. It's actually pretty good considering we're only like a pack in. So Cursed Minotaur, another zombie. Wandering Death is a good card. Another mummy in here as well. This one beats down, I think, the most efficiently because of the menace. Wanderer Death has good synergy with the sniper, and just getting 2 creatures back is quite good. I may just focus on the zombie, though. It's also Forsake the Worldly, which is certainly playable. I'm trying to think how much I love the Wandering Death here. I do like it. We have a good creature count. I think I'm going to focus on getting as many zombies as possible, though. And Cursed Minotaur I like because of the menace. It's pretty efficient. Here's Grim Strider. Another Magma Spray. Soulscar Mage. Isn't that something people were excited about? I guess not. It's not worth that much. All right, so Grim Strider. I mean, our hand is going to be practically empty, so I think this is actually pretty good for us. Even though it's not a zombie, we're going to be spitting our hand out, so I feel like Grim Strider, for most part, is going to be a big dude. There's also a Mighty Leap and a Supernatural Stamina in here. And I guess Stamina does have synergy with Into the Battlefield effects. But we'll take the Strider. I think it's a good place to top out for us. Because like I said, our hand should be empty most of the time. Okay. The Elite, I think, is actually fine for us, too. Oh, but yeah, maybe we want the Fan Bearer now. We want to be able to lock down creatures. And get another zombie. Okay. So another Initiate or another Blighted Bat. I still think the Initiate's better than the Bat. I don't think the Bat's bad because it does have evasion, and the Initiate doesn't enter as a zombie. But 3-mana 3/2 that comes back, I don't know. It's just nice value for this deck. This deck needs something to do late, and I think that's a good thing to do late. So we have Scarab Feast, Forsake the Worldly, I guess we can take now. Or we can take the Mighty Leap. Maybe we want the Mighty Leap since we don't have a ton of removal. Alright. It's a nice combat trick. Binding Mummy, yeah, it's pretty good. Take that over the second leap. Alright, so black-white zombies. We've committed. We've got some good tools. Could use some bigger finishers. Kind of interested in the Embalmer's tools. Like, can we just win the game by milling our opponents out if we have enough zombies? I mean, we have a lot of zombies. So Blighted Bat now versus Miasmic Mummy. I think the Bat's probably slightly better than the Mummy. Just a 2/2 is not that great anyway, but at least this flies, I think. And I've already got a couple mummies anyway. Guess none of these cards matter to us, right? I guess we'll just take the green card. Okay, got another mummy. Could take the Honed Kopesh, but we went deep on zombies. And another Mighty Leap. Alright, I mean, if we end up a little removal light, I'm happy to take some combat tricks. Okay. Alright. So, one last pack. We basically have a deck. We have a ton of zombies. We could use some more payoff cards for zombies. Like another Wayward Servant. Ah, Hapatra. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We've got this Horror of the Broken Lands, though, which is also good. A Sparring Mummy. Another Binding Mummy. Maybe we just want that. Kind of makes sense for us. Just play mummies, tap their mummies, get in. Or tap their stuff and get in, rather. So we take that over Sparring Mummy and Horror of the Broken Lands. Yeah. I mean, we're focusing on this, and we definitely look like a 16-land deck here pretty easily. Our curve is obscenely low. We need some buff spells, though, pretty badly. Like the White Trial would be awesome. Inokhetra's Name would be great. Vizier of Deferment's kind of cool. It's a weird card. The Flash is actually pretty important, and it's good with Into the Battlefield effects, but I'm going to take the Binding Mummy here. Ooh, that's such a good pickup for us. Yeah, that is pretty incredible. So we got the Zombie Lord here, which is pretty perfect for us. I'm going to take it over the Attendant, even though the Attendant is really good, too. Oh, we got past the Drakehaven. Oh, man. Somebody's going to have such a good time with that card. But, I mean, this is a great pickup for us. This is, like, exactly what our deck needed. So I'm going to take it. This lets you play free cards, which is kind of good. I'm not sure it's exactly what we want, though. This card's kind of cool. I'd still probably rather play the Initiate because it can come back as a zombie. So over the Spearmaster, and the Oracle's Vault, like I said, is actually pretty good, but it's a little clunky for us. It is card advantage, but I guess I'm still trying out Embalmer's Tools. But Embalmer's Tools maybe wants us to play the Initiate anyway, make our Embalm cheaper. Alright, we'll take the Initiate. Ooh. So we can take the Monument, but our stuff's so cheap already, I don't think that's really what we're looking for. Evolving Wilds might just be okay for us anyway. It can slow us down, though, but it's not like we have a ton of 1-drops anyway. It's just it can be a bad top deck land in a 16-land deck, but we don't need the Vizier, so I think we do take it. I don't think we're playing the Monument. Like, it is cool you get 1/1s, but they are just nothing special, right? I don't know if I want... Yeah, I don't know if I want Okhetra's Monument in this deck. So I guess we'll take Evolving Wilds, just in case I want to play it. Ooh, another start to finish? I mean, that's great for us. That's really good. So we'll take that over the Mummy and the Splendid Agony. Both of which would have been good too, but this is a great pickup for us. This is like just a strong card in general. Really good for us since we need some more removal. Another Embalmer's Tools. Well, well, the problem is it's not like it's better in multiples, right? I mean, it kind of makes your stuff cheaper overall. We have this Cradle of the Curse, which I guess can make a zombie too. Or we could take the... I mean, if I take the Cradle of the Curse, basically I can play 17 lands. And this can be the 17th land, and it doesn't really matter, because we're not color intense, really, besides the Wayward Servant. Or we can just take a Miasmic Mummy. I already have quite a few mummies, though. And then there's Horror of the Broken Lands. Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what I want here. I'm just going to take the Cradle of the Curse because I think we already have a deck, basically. So, Sparring Mummy. I don't even think the first one's that great. It's just a Hill Giant that untaps something. Don't really care. We'll take an Unburden second one. I don't think we're playing it, though, either. Necessarily. Anointer Priest is what we're looking for, I guess, because it can be embalmed. It's not great, though. It's not beat down. Another Mummy. Here's a Cartouche. Guess we'll take the Cartouche. I don't think we're playing it, though. We don't have Nest of Scarabs synergy, so guess we'll take another Mummy. Over Forsake the Worldly? Sure. Trespasser's Curse? I don't think this card's that great anyway. Another Mighty Leap, which we probably don't need. Okay, so we have Black-White Zombies. And we did get the Lord and we got a Servant, so we have a couple payoffs for going zombies. And we can easily play 16 lands because our curve is so low. So then I just need to decide what stays and what goes. I don't think Anointed Priest is good enough for us. We don't care about life gain, and getting a 1/3 zombie for all that cost is... That's a lot of Miasmic Mummies. Jeez. So maybe we ditch the... I don't know yet. I'm probably getting rid of Cartouche. We can get rid of a lot of creatures. We don't need 22 creatures. I might just get rid of the Mighty Leaps too. I don't like Sparring Mummy anyway, so let's ditch this dude. Fanbear I like though, and Sniper is still going to be good enough because we have all these mummies. I don't even know if we want to play that many, honestly. The Wasteland Scorpion's just a Death Toucher with Cycle. Not that that's bad, it's just, it's not a zombie. The Horror isn't either, but I feel like this is going to be a 4-mana 5/5 or 6/6 a lot of the time, so we probably just want to keep that. Oh, let's get rid of the Anointer Priest. So then we just have to make like 3 cuts. They should either all be creatures or... So what does Doom Dissenter do for us? Basically chump blocks and then gives us a 2/2. Whereas the Mummy, I guess, hurts our opponent as well, right? And maybe we can discard like a start to finish so we can still get some Aftermath. I kind of want to keep the Mighty Leaps around. I feel like we're going to need the tricks. And Unburden alongside Mummy is not bad, right? Because then you can end up crippling their hand faster. So I feel like we should just cut 3 creatures because we'll still have plenty of creatures. So maybe the Doom Dissenter can go, and maybe we just cut the Scorpion because even though it's got Death Touch and Cycling, the rest of our deck is just zombies and Sniper, which is still good, remember, with 5 mummies. How much other stuff do we have that works with Sniper, though? It's 5 mummies. And then an Unburden. And that's it. Well, that is a little bit less good. But it still is probably good enough. Just getting a -1/-1 counter is pretty good. And we're trying out Embalmer's Tools just because it can win the game. Like, we have enough zombies where we can probably just maybe mill our opponent out over like 3 or 4 turns. I think it's worth a try at least. And I guess it makes our initiates cheaper to embalm. So we cut these 2. And then I'll cut... Maybe one of our mummies can just go. We still have plenty of zombies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Wait. It's basically 16 zombies right now. Because everything... Well, I guess you can't... You can kind of count the initiates. But I'm okay with cutting one of our mummies. We still have plenty of zombies. And they are just 2/2s after all. And remember, these are kind of creature spells too, right? Yeah, they... Not basically, they are. Maybe I'm... And I can still probably play Evolving Wilds and Cradle of the Accursed because our curve is just so low. Like, I don't think it hurts us that bad. We're not color intense at all besides the Wayward Servant. I don't know how I feel about the zombie deck right now. To be honest, I'm not head over heels in love with it. I could bring in another Unburden, though. Because I don't know how I feel about the Miasmic Mummies overall. Like, we could bring in another Unburden I'm kind of okay with, just because of cycling with the Sniper and everything. So maybe I cut a Mummy, I bring back an Unburden. Remember, these are like 2-drops too, sort of. They can be either or. So plenty of creatures. We have some good hand interaction. We'll play the Cradle in the Evolving Wilds. We'll try this card out. Even though we're 16 lands, we're not super color intense. I don't think it'll hurt us that much. And we still have like 18 creature cards because these are creatures. Really good. I like this card a lot. Okay. I think this is okay. I don't think it's great though. I don't know how I feel about this deck. I guess we needed an Inno-Catcher's Name, which I could have gotten super early, but I wasn't really committed to wanting to play the zombie deck. But we did get the Lord, which is big, and the Servant, which probably can win some games as well. So let's bring these two in. We'll see if the Cradle's ultimately worth it. Just getting a 2/2 zombie. In our deck, it might be worth it. And then we just basically want like a close to even split. So this is 8 and 8, which is fine with the Cradle. Yeah. So black-white zombies, low curve, 16 land deck. Try out the Embalmer's tools, see if it's ultimately worth it when you have just a million zombies like we do. We do have a million zombies, so I guess that's good. Yeah, this deck looks okay to me, so we'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1.